Welcome back to the game development series that I'm calling GGG Dev. A few months ago, I asked you, dear viewers, to vote between 3 different game pitches. The results came in, and then I decided to spend a month playing Mega Man 2 with my roommate. But now, I'm back. Although I still have a lot of love for all 3 game ideas, only one pitch could be victorious. And in first place with 55% of the submitted votes, it's Arm Wrestle Arcade. Arm Wrestle Arcade is a very simple arcade-style fighting game. Unlike other fighting games, your characters remain stationary. Instead of punches, kicks, and flips, you must best your opponent in an endurance test not unlike Tug of War. This game is planned to be a 3D game with a mostly fixed perspective. But beyond that, there's still plenty of wiggle room for how I want the presentation and design to evolve. That's what happens next. Not very much has changed since the pitch video, so I'm using this video as a sort of jumping off point to report how I want to proceed. Where I'm at is still very much the design and planning stages of my project. Most of this time is spent writing, sketching, and researching. Remember, there's a lot more to designing a game than having a good elevator pitch. Before moving forward, I need to flesh out my GDD, the game design document. Organization is important, and that is why I need to put together a packet of information that will help direct where this project is going. Something I can reference throughout the entirety of development and use as a guidepost to help keep me on track. Although the presentation of a GDD can vary between projects and companies, most standard versions will include a breakdown of the proposal, an outline of necessary assets, and a projected timeline and/or roadmap of milestones. There are a lot of other parts that can go into a GDD, and if you are working with teams of people with varied disciplines, it's important that there be sections that are important and relevant to all groups. The complexity of a GDD should change depending on the number of people who will be interacting with it. And under normal circumstances, if I were making a game by myself, I might just forego all of this and move forward with whatever I think is fun or exciting. But for the purpose of this video series, I'm going to try to document and develop with some added amount of structure. Also, a GDD is a living document. This means that it will evolve, and there will most likely be several revisions over the course of development. However, it is very important that the project achieves certain milestones and that those revisions become more fine-tuned, and by the time a project reaches a major milestone, usually around beta, that the document be clamped down. At that point, the only changes that should be made are changes that are entirely mission critical. Next time, Milestone 0. The game concept has been approved for exploration, and it's up to me to flesh out a GDD for a game worth playing. This document needs to have a description of the world and story, mock-ups of what the game could look like, an example of a typical user scenario, an outline of projected game assets, and a roadmap of future milestones. All of this, and maybe more, when I return for the next installment of GGG Dev. Thanks for watching Games. If you want to see more videos like this, or if you have any ideas about future videos, why not subscribe to this channel or shoot me a tweet at GGGamesShow. And as always, thanks for watching.